Welcome to another edition of Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys Podcast, with your host, Brandon Morrell.
Hey guys and gals, this is recording artist Trent Cade, and you're listening to a grand slam of music, sports, and entertainment. It's the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast with Brandon Morrell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. Tune into the show on iHeartRadio Podcasts and Spotify and on the sportsguyspodcast.com. You can also stream at thwn.org.
And welcome inside the Backstage Pass. Of course, the Countdown Country Radio Seminar is on. We plan on being there, too, and if we're not, we'll let you know there. But otherwise, it's going to take place March 18th to 20th at the Omni Hotel, Nashville, Tennessee. All the great artists coming up there doing their thing, promoting their music out there, too. We hope to be a part of it here, the Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys podcast.com. And, of course, out there, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network, and Spotify, and everywhere you can find iHeartRadio podcast out there, too. You'll find the Backstage Pass. We're good to get back to some Texas roots here. And, of course, his brand new record, making some waves across all the DSPs, called Noise. We're going to make some noise here on the Backstage Pass. Trent Cade joining us here. What's up, man?
Hey, brother. How are you doing? Thanks for the intro and all that good stuff around the album. It was a fun project to work on. Glad to talk about it, hang out a little bit.
You got it, man. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself as far as growing up and just the love for music around there, too, and, you know, some of the people you're jamming out to in the car growing up and kind of what shaped you to get into this crazy thing called the music industry.
Sure. I guess it's crazy to some. I find it quite enjoyable. But, man, it really – I didn't come from a musical family, to be honest with you. I grew up in the Missouri City, Stafford area. My parents actually had a horse stable, so I was always around the country and doing stuff like that. But that just means the radio was on. It was always 93Q at the time. I guess it was Kilt instead of the Bull. So we were always just listening to 90s to now, sort of growing up. And I've always just fell in love more with the upbeat, higher energy things. But it doesn't mean I can lay down a decent ballad every once in a while when I'm feeling blue. So, you know, I think a lot of it just came from growing up there, listening to the radio. Eventually, I found the saxophone, played in band for a little while, quit that, and then picked up a guitar, and then I didn't look back.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing is once you get it, it's addicting, kind of like this radio thing. Once it gets in your blood, there is no looking back when it comes down to it because you can only kind of see yourself doing one thing out there. And, you know, I think for me, it's like I said, one of those things you turn from a hobby to a career and you pick up the guitar, you learn a few chords, and then you just kind of you kind of go with it. There's no plan B, right?
Yeah, man. And it's funny because somebody asked me the other day, like, well, is this going to be the full-time thing? Like, what's the goal? And I was like, I mean, I got no choice now. Like, we're in it. We're going. And, you know, I grew up playing in church a lot too. So we were always there just playing in instrumentals. There's always the joke, the best artists come from church backgrounds or something. And so always played there and then eventually fell in the bar scene and fell in love with it. So, yep, then it just kept going.
Talk about the Texas country artists that really kind of shaped you a little bit as far as male, female people you were listening to, because a lot of it is based, you know, in that Houston area, going to Austin, San Antonio, and so many great artists, you know, doing their thing to really, like I said, make a statement for themselves here in Texas.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty new to this scene. Over the past, I've been playing for a few years, but only last few months really getting in and, you know, getting in these circles. But as far as just people I'd casually listen to, Aaron Watson was always one of those guys, just brings on a good show, brings in some energy. I was talking to somebody the other day. They were like, who's your current favorite Texas country artist? And David Lewis was another guy that came to my mind, just crushing it in the honky tonk scene. And I may not be in that genre perfectly, but just when I think of somebody putting on a good show and creating an event in a moment that people can remember, those guys do it well. So it's beyond just maybe the sound, but it's their events and it's the stuff they're putting on that, you know, I'd like to replicate and keep doing myself with my own sound.
You know, getting into this, a lot of people tell me here on the show, the marketing, the social media, the developing of a team and trying to get somebody behind you, or at least a team of people behind you to handle all these different certain things. For you getting into it, was it kind of a natural just transition for you? You could handle some things and then some things you had to kind of, you know, contract out or get management. Tell me about the organization and your structure getting into this.
Yeah, the organization, and like you said, a lot of people actually get really scared of that stuff. Anything from the promotion, the PR, to the management. But for me, I came from the business world. I actually, after I graduated high school, went into marketing, had a corporate job in marketing for a couple of years, mainly doing advertising for B2B businesses. And so when it came to this, man, it was the smoothest transition. And honestly, it's got me excited because it's one of those things now that since I've left that job and doing this full time, you get to see like everything you put into it can come back to you in your circle. And that's what I love. It doesn't get split up. It's a business at the end of the day. I say it's like 80% business and 20% music. We can create music, but if we don't get it heard and we don't have people showing up, we're not making money. And I can't pay my bandmates and we can't keep playing shows. So I'm very much minded that way. But at the end of the day, like I put my heart and soul into that art, because if that is not working and that is not unique enough to differentiate me, then I can't sell a show. And so, and people won't stream my stuff. So I've fallen in love with that whole side of things and enjoyed everything from booking security to running the social media. And every once in a while, people come and help me and fill in some gaps. But yeah, man, a lot of decision making for sure.
No doubt, too. Like I said, dotting I's, crossing T's, and trying to punch those magic buttons to make sure you put food on the table for those bandmates, your family, and for yourself, more importantly, no doubt, too. The new album is Noise across all the DSPs. Trent Cade joining us here, the Backstage Pass, TrentCadeMusic.com. We're going to take it slow here on the show, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, iHeartRadio podcast, and Spotify. Back in a flash. Stay tuned.
Never been much that could hold me down. I've gotten pretty good at keeping my feet off the ground. But that girl, yeah, that girl had a hold of me since the day we met. And any other man would find it hard to forget that girl. Yeah, that girl got me singing like whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, oh, whoa, oh. Got me singing like whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, oh. Take it slow. So I bought a Mustang when I was 17, and it was pedal to the metal when the light turned green. I'd go, yeah, I'd go, till I totaled that car and I wrecked her heart. Left me all alone standing in the dark. I know, yeah, I know. All the people singing whoa, 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 whoa. Got the people singing whoa, 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 whoa. Take it slow. But I was born to run, I was born to fly. Never scared to live, never scared to die. So blow my money and I'll break my bones. Give it everything I got till I'm a cold gravestone. Take a risk, trust my gut. If the bottom falls out, then so what? I got a little less time, for that's all she wrote. While I'm breathing and alive, you can bet I will. Take it slow. One thing, then I'm on to the next. Got a lot on my plate with no time to rest. Let the dust settle on a holy vacuum. I'm a brain dead devil with nothing to lose. Do what's right and I'll do it the best. If I got something to say it with my chest. Throw me in the fire when it's down to the wire. It'll be my purifier when I hear the outliers singing whoa, 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 whoa. Got the people singing whoa, 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 whoa. Take it slow. But I was born to run, I was born to fly. Never scared to live, never scared to die. So I'll blow my money and I'll break my bones. Give it everything I got till I'm a cold gravestone. Take a risk, trust my gut. If the bottom falls out, then so what? I got a little less time, for that's all she wrote. While I'm breathing and alive, you can bet I will.
everyone. This is recording artist Lindsay L., and you're listening to a grand slam of music, sports, and entertainment. It's the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast with Brandon Morell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. Tune into the show on iHeartRadio Podcasts and on the sportsguyspodcast.com and at thwn.org.
Is your home or business in need of a fresh look? Right Flow Pressure Washing and Lawn LLC is more than just pressure washing, providing professional cleaning for homes, commercial buildings, parking lots, roof cleaning, gutter cleaning, and so much more, including lawn service and landscaping. Our mission here at Right Flow is to exceed the needs of all our customers while providing all of our services at an affordable rate. We're committed to going above and beyond where the job is done right. Give your property the care it deserves. Call Right Flow today at 409-363-2565 or go to rightflowwashandlawn.com.
Hey y'all, this is Nashville recording artist Mary Sarah, and you're listening to the best in music and sports talk, the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. Stream the show anytime at thesportsguyspodcast.com and on iHeartRadio podcasts and at thwn.org.
And back here on the show again, Trent Cade joining us here. Noise, the current album across all the DSPs and out there too as well. For your listening pleasure. So got to hear, the entire record, no doubt, from the intro all the way down, title track itself. This one was a lot of fun for a song like Take It Slow, and I hope the listeners enjoyed that right there. Give us a little backstory on this one for Take It Slow.
Take It Slow was, anytime you're a self-starter and you're doing something, they're worried for you. They're like, hey, Trent, you need to chill a little bit. Are you okay? You taking enough rest, break, or whatever? And that was kind of just that statement of there's no time. Like, life just keeps going on. I got things to do. And what's funny too is it was one of the lines in there. It's my favorite. It's about totaling this Mustang that I'd got, this vehicle. Because I loved that Mustang. I went from like a Tacoma to a Mustang, and I got in a wreck. It wasn't my fault. And I ended up just standing there looking at it. It's like, man. And long story short, ended up with a 2005 Tahoe. It's a little easier to get the gear around. But that song is really just one of them statement pieces of it's fun, it's upbeat. In this life, it's crazy. You say yes to a lot of things. There's really no time just to take it slow. Usually, at some point, I like to hang out, have some good time with some friends, but really we're taking all the chances we can getting on whatever stage we can, driving wherever we can go, and meeting whoever we can. Like, that's the best part. I would take it slow, but that doesn't let me meet new people. It doesn't let me make new friends. And so that's kind of the inspiration behind that song.
The beauty of it too, like you said, we talked about it being addicting. What is it about getting on stage with the performing arts side of it too, that once you're there and all the logistics are handled behind the scenes, you mentioned it was kind of a natural transition coming from the advertising scene, but once you're on stage and all that body of work has been done, it's kind of like, now I can just sit up there and play music. That kind of becomes the part that's 20% you're talking about, right?
Dude, that's the moment you live for. We're going to spend 2 months planning an event that 200 people or more showing up to. You best believe the band is going to be tight. You best believe we're up there having a good time, because if I'm not passionate and excited about what I just created, my band isn't going to be feeling that same way, and the crowd definitely isn't going to feel that. So those are the things that, I guess it's addicting. I'm not really there for the people pleasing aspect. Like, it's obviously great to hear people's stories about how maybe your music impacted them or made them feel some type of way. But at the end of the day, I'm not on a pedestal. I'm just a guy, and my career just happens to be music. And I love breaking that stool down quick. And people are like, dude, that was a great job. All right, great. Who are you? Where'd you come from? What's your name? Really, that's what makes it fun for me. That's what makes it worth all the work.
Tell us about another song off there too, called Freeze, which was off the Noise record too as well. Love this one. It was near the bottom of the record, but another great tune.
Freeze was one of those things I was just, as a guitarist, that addicting side is it's 9 p.m. and I just need something to do. So I just pick up my guitar and start playing. I had the riff intro for that song for maybe 2 weeks. And I really didn't have any words to it until this idea came up about like freeze, kind of the cop idea of like, hey, stop, freeze. But applying that to a relationship and maybe like, hey, we're going through this tough time. We're both passionate. Everything's heated. We're going through this fight or something. And this idea of like this fiery imagery was in my mind. Like, you're in these moments, and maybe even just a debate with another person you maybe not completely agree with, you getting that feeling. So the songs really portray that, but really go through this idea of like, let's freeze, let's slow this down. Can we like tame the flames a little bit, pull this back? And so it was really just kind of a cool little ballad, but upbeat and rocking out a little bit at the same time.
Another one off there caught my attention. Heartbreak Stayed Away. This is the third song off the record, Noise, too. You got a lot of fun with this one, too. And it was, I love songs that just kind of do take you on a different turn. And this one did it for me, too.
Yeah, man. And, you know, kind of what you say before I get into the song, that was the whole point of this project. It was to be intentional, create some diversity, not only in just what I'm talking about, but the energy and the musicality behind it. I mean, the album has things from trumpets all the way to a fiddle, man. Like we are using the spectrum of instrumentation to make this unique. And when it came to that song in this album, I was like, I want to build a project I can play live and have fun playing live. And Heartbreak was the driver behind that. It is a banjo right at the top, and from that we're full speed in. But yeah, like I fell in love with that song. It's super upbeat, super fun. And it's one of those things that, as a musician, you have people approach you a lot, I'll be honest. And typically the girls that are coming up to you are the ones you maybe, don't want to stay with long term. But hey, you talk to somebody and maybe they're like, hey, I'm going back to New York. That's where I live. Okay. This is going to work. And that was the idea of that song. Their heartbreak stayed away. It maybe could have been something, but they're going to be gone in a week. So I'm not going to mess with this. But yeah, just a super fun tune and to crank up.
Tell me about collaborations going on with the industry right now, too, which I'm really just loving a lot of it because of the mixed different versions of music out there, bringing two people together or sometimes a solo artist and a band coming together. And I experienced it last year with, the style of music where like Akon was coming into it. We've seen what Post Malone has done. You've seen a lot of females kind of branch out and do something with pop artists. I love the vibe and the feel for music and the way that's going now. Give me your take on collaborations, just kind of some thoughts on that.
Yeah, in general, collaborations they're fun. And I think it depends on, finding the right fit. For me personally, I mean, I don't have those kind of connections to always pull it. And so when it comes to collabing for me, it's always trying to dig up, especially in Texas, like who are these people that are freak of nature talents that I can pull on my record that don't do this full time. Maybe they have some random full-time job, but I met them once at a karaoke bar. I met them once at a church playing somewhere. And I can make them a part of this project. Whereas, again, I love collaborations. If I get a chance to play with a cool name, for sure, I'd love to be a part of that, and vice versa. But yeah, for me now, like I just take what I can, brother. Like using the people around me in my circle to make this project even more special, and that's what's important.
Yeah, I love it too. And you mentioned collaborations, even ladies right now, solo artists, not just Queen Bee, Lainey Wilson, but Ella Langley, the ride she's been on too, and of course Priscilla Block and Mae Estes and all these great artists that are doing their thing out there too. Give me some thoughts on the ladies right now and just the version of country music and the ride that they're on right now with radio airplay. Fire.
Oh yeah, it's been really fun. I went to At the Station this last year. It was a big event. Zach Top was headlining, and I was really excited for Corey Kent as well. He was on the list, and Ella Langley was in the mix. And I saw Ella was opening for Zach Top, and I was like, man, why is she the one open? Because I never listened to her stuff. I was like, man, Corey Kent would probably be more energetic or something, but man, she came on and absolutely crushed it. And kind of like what I was saying earlier, it's more than the music for me. It's like, what can you do on a stage? How can you really get the crowd entertained? And from top to bottom of that set, dude, she was high energy, super fun, engaging with the crowd too. It wasn't just song after song. I mean, just stuff she had to say was meaningful. And I could really see like this is why people are following people like Ella. But yeah, it wasn't until that moment that I really understand the heat behind it. I was like, okay, this is why she's gaining this traction, at least in my perspective. So that's kind of what I have to say there.
I love it too. Again, Noise, the current record, Trent Cade, TrentCadeMusic.com. Make sure you go stream it across all the DSPs out there too. We just want to dance here on the Backstage Pass. We get to do that now. KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network out there too. And of course, out there, friends, iHeartRadio podcast, Spotify, and the Sports Guys podcast.com, a grand slam of music, sports, entertainment, back in a flash. Stay tuned.
Another Saturday night, Another cover charge, another 100 people crowding the bars, another karaoke mic, another country song, another 100 people singing along with the same old hats and the same old boots, same old pearl snaps making a move to another girl patient with a neon glow, waiting on someone to give her a show. Just wanna dance that way I don't feel so alone. Forget the romance. I'm not trying to take you home. I didn't come to the bar for the love of my life. Made my way over here to have a good time. So when I ask your name, I'm hoping you'll understand. I just wanna dance. Another what do you do and where are you from? Another that's pretty cool and that sounds fun. Another what brought you here, never seen you before. Another beer stain on the hardwood floor. From the same old spins to the same old grooves, same old two-stepping honky-tonk tunes. Got the same old blues weighing down my mind, but a stranger in a love song make it alright. Oh, I just wanna dance the way I don't feel so alone. Forget the romance. I'm not trying to take you home. I didn't come to the bar for the love of my life. Made my way over here to have a good time. So when I ask your name, I'm hoping you'll understand. I just wanna dance. Just wanna dance. Oh, keep your walls up, I don't wanna break through. You can lie to me, I don't need the truth. I'm just another guy losing track of time. You can fake a smile, I won't take it too deep. Act like you care and that's enough for me. It doesn't take much, I don't want a one-night stand. Just wanna dance the way I don't feel so alone. Forget the romance. Not trying to take you home. I didn't come to the bar for the love of my life. Made my way over here to have a good time. So when I ask your name, I'm hoping you'll understand. I just wanna dance. Just wanna dance.
Hey y'all, this is two-time Guinness World Record-setting rapper D.O. Gibson, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. You can also stream the show anytime at the sportsguyspodcast.com and on thwn.org. Oh yeah.
Are you looking to increase your online presence? Are you searching for a new logo or company branding? Have you been considering more ways to reach the world with your business, ministry, or church's message? Barkley Music and Media is an award-winning design company that utilizes the latest technology while keeping the integrity of over 30 years of customer service. Web design, graphic design, multimedia, video editing, voiceovers, commercials, logo design and branding, photography, and much, much more. See portfolios and testimonials online at www.barkleymusicandmedia.com or contact them today at 502-382-8299. Barkley Music and Media, your connection for the best in multimedia. Call today, 502-382-8299, or go to www.barkleymusicandmedia.com. Barkley Music and Media, integrity, technology, and design. www.barkleymusicandmedia.com.
Hey, this is country music artist Wynn Williams, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. Stream the show anytime on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on iHeartRadio podcasts. You can also listen on thwn.org.
And back here on the show again, Trent Cade joining us here, the Backstage Pass. And, of course, thank all our affiliates out there. KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network, and thwn.org for the Tar Heel World Network out there, too, in 27 countries worldwide, and iHeartRadio podcast, the Backstage Pass. So I mentioned about just wanting to dance. I think, every day if I could put the troubles of the world behind me and just turn this on. And like I said, you were doing different things with this record already, the way you did it, which was very creative, is what you guys were going for. I would just want to start up my RV, go camping, play this on the radio, just dance in it with my wife and my daughter, and just go vacation with a song like this, right?
Yeah, dude, it was, and that was the idea. Keep it as super stripped back and easy, because we can overproduce anything. And when it came to this song, I was literally at I think a wedding, and I just want to, I go to these things. I'm not looking for love all the time. I just want to be a part of the celebration. And when you go to a Czech wedding, they have the big Czech dance that goes on, and everybody's in a big circle, and you have to get a partner. I don't want to be the one weird guy in the corner just sitting there watching. And so I like to go find somebody, just want to dance. And then you approach these people that are your age, and I'm 25. It's like mid 20 ladies, and they're just acting like it's always something more, when it's just, I just want to dance, dude. I'm tired of this nonsense and these things. I don't even know who you are. I'm just trying to be a part of the celebration. When I came home from that wedding, I laid on my couch and I wrote that song in about 30 minutes. And it's pretty rare songs come to me that quick. But when they do, man, they're straight from the heart, and people like it for some reason. So we kept it real stripped back and easy going.
I love it too. This was a cool one too, to wrap up the record, Water of Life. Let's dive into this one.
Yeah. So it was actually, if we think of this project top to bottom, Noise is the intro, and Water of Life was supposed to be the answering track to that noise that we face in the world. The meaning behind that song is, I kind of use just the waters in the world to reference the oceans and the seas, all this stuff. We can try this water, it's okay, but nothing's like the water of life, which is Jesus Christ. If you go through the scriptures, water is a huge symbol of Jesus and this restoration that occurs. So we could try the waters of the world, we could try the oceans, we could try the seas, these things that we think will make us happy, this money that we think is going to make us happy, but it always leads to destruction. So whenever all that stuff fails, where can we turn? And that was really the inspiration behind that. The lady who helped me with that, her name is Rebecca Eaglin. She was actually my vocal coach about a few years ago. She's all into the gospel scene. I love her to death. We're super good friends. And we co-wrote that song. It's good. We just sat together, wrote that song together, and I brought a guitar. And once we got it done, I was like, man, I really have this idea. I want to make it chanty, gospel country style. How can we make this fun, upbeat, a really good closure to this album? And I made some connections with some gospel choirs in the area in Houston, brought a few of the guys into a studio, and we just had it was just fun, man. Bringing the energy, bringing the passion, and the guys loved this track. It was just good old beans over the fire type country song you could just sing with anyone.
I love that's a great expression. Beans over.
Yeah, I mean that was the point. It's if we're over a campfire, just putting the beans over there, what's the song we could play? We could chant that one, even if one guy has an acoustic guitar.
I love it too. Again, Noise, the current record. Trent Cade joining us. TrentCadeMusic.com. Make sure you guys go stream the record across all the DSPs there too. We'll talk about it one more song before we wrap things up. But I got to get into fun stuff. Super Bowl. Did you have a dog in the fight? If you didn't, did you like the commercials? What was your favorite commercial? The halftime show. Give me overall take of it too. Did you watch the game or go to any parties?
I did watch the game. I'm a Texans fan from Houston, of course. So I was already sad, and I'm usually sad when I watch them play, but I was really sad when they lost in the playoffs this time around. So when it came to Super Bowl time, my heart was with the Texans. And honestly, I didn't really care who won. I was there with my family. We were hanging out. And I have this philosophy. If you put money on anything, you'll be passionate about whatever that is. I did not put $20 on the table for any team. So I was completely disassociated this year.
I kind of kept it in my pocket this year too, as well, because I made another investment that I'm kind of like, what did I do now? And I'm going to see the fruits of the labor. So I didn't have the money to do it as a couple of years ago, where I won 500 on the Eagles winning two at the same time, or last year. So this year the money stayed in my pocket without.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had no money to give either, and that was part of it. Like, I would really be stressing, and what would have even been worse is I would have put it on the England Patriots, and I would have lost it anyway. So. Yeah, but I was going for the Patriots for one reason. I went to college at the University of Houston, and one of their star players, Marcus Jones, he actually had like a little rapping phase too. I guess he still does it. But my friend and I fell in love with the stuff for some reason. It was just kind of cool. And then we found out he made it to the Patriots, and he's become pretty much a star player on that team. So I guess through my UH blood, I was supporting the New England Patriots for that reason.
Hey, you know what? Like I said, no dog in the fight, too. I'll say this. One of my best friends was a Seattle Seahawks fan, and the cool thing was it was kind of cool to see Sam Darnold finally get the monkey off his back and all the, the ringer he'd been through after all those years of being the first and only quarterback in that 2018 class that actually get to a Super Bowl, much less win one. So I kind of was like, you know what? A different scheme, coaching, things like that, perseverance from a professional athlete, as Darnold never gave up after being the number one pick of the Jets back in 2018.
Yeah. It's impressive, man. And I respect those guys. It's just because music's one thing, but I think sports is even more difficult because like you can't be a middle-class football player. You can't just go get a football gig and make some money here and there. Like, you either make it or you don't. There's nothing in between.
That's the truth, no doubt. Let's talk about food. I love just bringing it up. Foodie here on the show too. We all love to eat. Favorite thing to cook or dishes to go out to eat? Where do you like to find yourself at?
Yeah, my family, we're pretty good at going out every once in a while, getting together. But as far as cooking goes, I'm not complicated. I'm the guy who just goes to the meat market. I'll get chicken legs, some sausage, and maybe just some like steaks or something. Like, it's just meat and vegetables typically at this place. Nothing too fancy. But as far as like eating out and stuff, I mean, I like a good burger place. I was actually at the burger joint earlier today. I'll always shout out that place. I was the number one Uber user in college for that place. It's the only place I ever Ubered from if I needed food. So I love a good burger joint. And other than that, I'm down for whatever.
Just like his music, man. I love it. Authentic and very creative too at the same time. And I tell you what, I'm excited about the baseball season coming up, because I tell people you might enjoy this one because there may not be a baseball season in 2027 with the whole collective bargaining agreement expiring in December. So enjoy this one while you can. But I'm an Astros fan, and I'm excited to see kind of what this young team can do. This will be fun, right?
Oh, it'll be fun. I mean, I still miss the days of, Yuli Gurriel and all those classic people, but I don't know if we'll ever have that again. Maybe. But I mean, what a dynasty. So every once in a while I'll catch a game, but I'm maybe not as into it as I was before. But they're always fun just to go to the games, hang out, grab a hot dog, good family time.
Oh, absolutely. That's what it's all about. Baseball being a family game out there too, and get a chance to sit in those seats and watch some fun stuff in professional sports, and guys, like I said, hit 100-mile-an-hour fastballs and drive them into the seats and have you a cold one and just go there for just a great outing. A ballpark is the perfect place to do that too at the same time. Well, I tell you what, I love this album. It's called Noise. It's making noise out there through Texas country and a whole lot more, and soon to be hopefully Nashville, Tennessee. We'll get some listeners out there too as well listening to him. TrentCadeMusic.com. Brother, appreciate the time here on the show, on the Backstage Pass. And always, my friend, don't be a stranger. Come back anytime. We appreciate it.
You bet, Brandon, man. It was a good time. You have a good day.
You got it. To TrentCadeMusic.com. We're back. KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, iHeartRadio podcast, Spotify, and everywhere you can find the Backstage Pass. It's a grand slam of music, sports, entertainment. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. God bless.
What's up, Farm Flops? This is recording artist Hastings, and you're listening to the best in music, sports, and entertainment. It's the Backstage Pass with Brandon Morell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. Stream the show anytime on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on thwn.org. You can also stream on iHeartRadio podcasts. You're going to be glad you did.